Hi, everybody. I am here with your Warriors Read playlist for the last week of the school year, last full week of the school year. And first of all, I need all of you to remember we have a donut party book return contest happening till the end of the school year. So the first place class will get a donut party. That means to attain first place and get the party, your ELA class needs to be the first one out of 6th, 7th, and 8th grade ELA classes to have all books turned in. Your teachers will have reports of this. You guys can check your Destiny Discover at any time to see what's checked out on your account. Remember that things that you don't turn in the school year will be billed to a parent or guardian later on this summer. Okay? So keep in mind that's happening. There is a second place chance to win a donut party, and that is every ELA class who does have their books in by this Friday, the 22nd, will go into a drawing, and one of those classes will be drawn out to have a donut party. The parties will happen that last 3 days of school, okay? And other news, I need to talk to you guys about summer reading. So what I want you to see is that you can access our summer reading information right here on the library website. I will also share this with all of you on Google Classroom. There are some nice things that happen with summer reading, and I want you guys to be aware of all of this. So I'm just going to hit a few highlights in this slideshow, okay? First of all, when you read in the summer, it does make you a better student next year, and hopefully it's an enjoyable process for you, okay? So reading books you like, listening to books you like, will expand your vocabulary, develop your critical thinking skills, and reading comprehension. So please, please keep reading this summer, all right? If you are a person who likes to have incentives for your reading, there are lots of those available to you. I do want to make sure you understand. First off, Sora is open all summer. You can access it on your own computer or your own device with your username and your password that you use here at school. Also, Johnson County, we have amazing libraries. There's a Johnson County Public Library. They have some special events going on this summer. Their Explore Summer reading program for summer is awesome. For teens, they would like for you to read 15 hours. You guys, this starts today. It starts on Monday, May 18th. You can count the reading you're doing at school. They have assured me of that. So you do have to sign up online and use their Beanstack to count your reading time. Okay, they count it by time read. And when you do that, they have little prizes that you qualify for. Like everybody gets a little prize when they do 15 hours. If you go in and visit the library, they will give you guys coupons to local businesses for things like maybe a free ice cream at Dairy Queen or like free kids meal somewhere else. So make sure you're stopping in those libraries. If you cannot physically get to those libraries, you can do your reading with your Sora and your cloud library, and you can be logging your time digitally. You don't even have to walk into the library. One teen at the end of summer will be drawn from all finishers, and they will win their choice, a Switch or a PlayStation 5 or a $500 gift card. Okay, so keep that in mind. They also have a lot of great summer programs, and that guide is linked here. So you guys can check that out anytime you would like. Greenwood Public Library also has a summer reading challenge. Their information is linked here. Theirs works a little bit differently, but you guys can absolutely check that out and see how theirs works as well. Okay. Also, there are lots and lots of things that happen at local businesses. So first of all, if you guys would look at this, count up to 6 books on next year's Warriors Read Challenge. So I haven't finished the challenge sheet yet, but it's going to be a board again, a choice board with different headings. Keep track of at least 6 of your books that you read this summer. If you're reading them on Sora, it'll keep track of them for you. And when we start school end of July, early August, you may count up to 6 of your books on next year's Warriors Read Challenge. So that is a head start, okay? Please remember to visit little free libraries. You can pick up books there in your neighborhoods. It's really awesome. You can always put a book there if you'd like someone else to have it when you're finished. Half Price Books here in Greenwood does a summer reading camp. Pizza Hut does book it coupons. I think that's just for up to 6th grade. There are summer author visits. I know Melissa De La Cruz, Ruta Sepetys, and other authors are visiting Wild Geese Bookshop and Johnson County Public Libraries. Okay, so you can find that information linked here. One is linked under visits and one is linked under author. And then Barnes & Noble does a free book summer, and I have next year's YHBAs listed. So we would love to have you join YHBA next year. By the way, I think anytime you read a YHBA book for 26-27 from that list of 20, you'll be able to count that as double books on your choice board. Keep that in mind, okay? If you have questions about any of this, just let me know. I am happy to help. I will post this on social media sites as well. Happy reading. Hi, everybody. I'm here with Natalie, an 8th grade student who has a series recommendation for us. So, Natalie, will you tell us the series title and author?
The Sisters Grimm, and it's made by Michael Buckley.
Right. And there are a lot of books in the series. So, tell us a little bit about the plot and the characters.
Sabrina and Daphne, they kind of solve mysteries using magic, and it's not really safe, but they do it willingly or unwillingly.
Okay. And they are sisters, right? So that's where Sisters Grimm comes from. Yeah, and you just mentioned magic. So for a genre, what would you say the genre is for all these books?
Fantasy, mystery, kind of, like both.
I think it's definitely both, yeah. Perfect. Thank you for your recommendation. Hi, everybody. I'm here with Todd, an 8th grade student who has a series to recommend. Todd, will you tell us the title and author, please?
My Hero Academia by Koei Horikoshi.
All right. So tell us a little bit about this book and why you like it. The series, I should say.
It's about this kid, Izuku Midoriya, that was born without a power, but then he got a power from his idol and goes on to save the world.
Do you know how many are in the series? Do you know?
42. The English version just came out in 2025.
Awesome. So this is what format?
It's manga.
Right. So lots and lots of books in the series, and you read in the opposite direction than most of us are used to.
On the back it says how to read it.
Yeah, it will tell you as soon as you open the book how to read it if you've not read a manga before. And what about our genre?
It's action.
Action. And thank you very much for your book talk today.
Of course.
Go. So that was one final random book bam for the school year. I want you guys to know it was for The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness, which is a first book in a series. It is a dystopian. It is about a 12-year-old named Todd who runs away from the town that he lives in, which is a town where everyone can hear everyone else's thoughts. Okay, so definitely dystopian in genre. If you did not get to do a random book bam this school year and you were an 8th grader, I am sorry. If you did not get to do a random book bam this year and you are a 6th or a 7th grader, just get with me when we start back in the fall as soon as possible. Fill out the Google form next to Random Book Bam on the library website, and we will get you guys called in that order of turning all of those in.
Next year, return your books so everybody else can read them.
Return your books, guys. Freddy Fazbear returns his books.
If you return all your books, the first ELA class to return all their books wins a donut party.
Yes. And then if other classes that return their books by next Friday go into a drawing to win the second donut party. Return your books. Thank you very much. Okay, that was great. Hi, everybody. I have one more thing to share with you before you are off for summer break. I have a Lilly Teacher Creativity Grant, and I am going to be traveling this summer to Europe and to New York City to visit libraries. And if you're interested at all in following me, you guys can follow on Instagram or on TikTok, and you will be seeing the libraries that I am seeing and the places I am exploring. And I'm sure I will be talking about it a lot next school year when you guys return. Happy summer break.